you want to do and maybe what you're not so thrilled about. And it basically revamps when you get to high school. It gets really intense in that these are your formative years, and you will figure out almost instinctively, this is what I want to do, this is what I don't want to do, and I'm going to focus on this. And the thing about college is that you continue it in college. I mean, you can find some new stuff that you're interested in, but a lot of college is keeping that focus and intensifying that focus on what it is you want to do.
Yep.
So
there's debate, there's music, theater, multimedia,
drama,
ROTC, all sorts of different stuff to get involved in. There's even a math league club if you want to do that. Like, there's no limit to what you guys can get involved in. So go for it.
And if we haven't mentioned something that you might be involved in, ask us. We can probably tell you. And if we can't, there will be counselors and there's Club Fest that you can go to that'll help you figure out, okay, well, this is the club that focuses on what I want to do, and you know, maybe they didn't mention it in the talk, but it's here and I want to do this. So
do you guys have any questions for us? Maybe about anything? High school, college, extracurriculars?
We've done it all. So.
Anybody? We're not scary. I don't bite. She might, but you know.
Yes.
Is there any sports clubs?
All over the place.
Yes.
There's tons of sports teams that you can join.
There's Booster Club too, isn't there? Did they join Booster Club?
I don't know anything about that, but I never did any sports because I have terrible hand-eye coordination, but I know lots of people that did. And sports are a lot of time put into it, but they're also very rewarding. So you make really close friends, and it's just fun if you enjoy doing it. So what do you play?
Soccer and basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they have both of those there. So.
Any other questions? We're here to answer whatever we can.
If you guys know any more in-depth information about scholarships and how the extracurricular activities would help?
Yes, I do. So this year at Missouri State, I got a full ride scholarship, which is extremely helpful because if you guys don't know already, college is expensive, and you may not care about that, but your parents do, and you will. So extracurriculars, they help because whenever I got to the interview stage of my scholarship process, first I sent in an essay and my resume, which is basically a piece of paper that has everything that I've ever done in my life on it. Once I sent that in, they picked about 200 of us to go into an interview. And so we all went through the interview process, and then out of the 200, only 30 of us got the scholarship. So it's extremely competitive out there because there are tons and tons of people that you've never even met before that are after the same money that you're after. But what set me apart from all of those people wasn't my academics, although that's what got me in the running in the first place, because GPA and test scores are extremely important. But once you get there, there's tons of people that have the exact same stuff that you do. So that's important. That's your first step in the door. But then what'll drive you home is finding those extracurriculars that you're passionate about. In my interview, I talked about 3 things about myself. I talked about the fact that I'm a Christian and am passionate about that. I talked about the fact that I'm a musician, and that's what I'm doing in college now. I'm a music ed major, and I talked about my passion for that. And I talked about my passion for community service. And it was those 3 things and my passion and my involvement in those in high school that was what set me apart from the rest of the crowd, because I had found what I was passionate about and I had gone for it.
I went through something very similar with jury and got the equivalent of a full ride. I'm still having to pay room and board, but my tuition is covered, which was the biggest chunk of my expense. The way jury does it is I sent in my resume and everything, and they accepted me, but to be in running for the trustee scholarship, I had to go to trustee scholarship day. And my academics, like Sarah, that's what got my foot in the door, and that's what got me recognized and put in the group. that was in the running for trustee scholarship, but it was the fact that my extracurriculars made me well-rounded, and especially taking up a leadership role in Key Club, it really, really helped, because the focus of Trustee Scholarship Day was to see who could be a leader. And the fact that I had the experience from high school, and I was used to being in a position like that, really helped set me apart. And there were only 10 of us, I think, that got the full tuition coverage. So